the Gilded Tarot deck, the Tarot of Dreams deck, the Mystic Palatit, and of course the infamous Legacy of Divine Tarot. These are all 4 decks by the great and wonderful Ciro Manchetti. Ciro Manchetti does some amazing artwork. These are the decks that he creates. He creates these decks to give you a feeling of a time, a place, a season, a sensation, something like that. And he does amazing work. Now, I am somebody who loves this deck. It's called the Gilded Tarot deck. But today, we're going to focus on the Legacy deck. Again, the Legacy of Divine Tarot. That's the review we're doing today. His work, again, in those 4 decks is amazing. He has one other deck, if I'm not mistaken, but I do not have that deck. The deck I use all the time is, of course, the Gilded Tarot deck, and that's the deck when you see me online or you hire me to do your reading for you. That's the deck you're going to see, and a lot of folks have been drawn to that deck after I told them about it, and they use it. He brings a lot of energy to his decks, and this deck, the new deck that I'm talking about today, which is the Legacy of the Divine Tarot. This deck was created in 2009, and it is a futuristic deck. His other decks, again, are different time and places. This one here is more of a past. It's of the time gone by, and so the images are more of a past and more of a structure. Then we have this deck, which is a little darker even. This is the Tarot of Dreams deck. And it is somewhat tied to the past, but also a little bit futuristic. Then we have this one, which takes us to present and future specific. And then this one is quite the future. This is apocalyptic. This is the whole feeling about this deck is beyond where the Earth has been destroyed and then has been repopulated. And again, a very futuristic, feel on this one. This is kind of like Road Warriors, Mad Max, that kind of feel. It's quite interesting. Now with Ciro, his work is it's interesting. His work comes in different ways. Again, we have the small boxes on this one and a small box on the Tarot of Dreams deck. These decks are different sizes as well, and so his cards come in different sizes. I like this one better because of the quality of paper. The paper is a little bit thicker. This is either a 330 or a 350 GSM. I'm guessing this is a 300 cardstock, so it's more pliable, less resistant, but it wears more. And I've gone through 3 or 4 of these decks. Usually when I wear them out, what I do is I donate them, or I put your name in a drawing at the end of the month from whichever reading you comment on, and then I give the deck away to somebody who watches and responds. Again, these are wonderful decks. So no matter which deck you have, you're going to get great quality with the imagery. You're going to get wonderful. But one thing to know about the Ciro Marchetti deck is that with Ciro, when you're working with him, you should be an intuitive reader. Not just a tarot deck reader because you learned how to read tarot, somebody taught you. I teach tarot. I know what I'm talking about in that regard. So I teach you which of the suits mean what and how each of the cards mean something initially based on the Rider-Waite tarot deck. But with the Ciro deck, he takes you one step beyond. So he's like, okay, now you understand the baseline. I'm giving you a little more. I'm going to give you a more intuitive energy. And so he puts some energy in the deck. I don't know how he does it, but I'm telling you, energy is amazing. And when it does, it really makes for a good read. Now, like I said earlier, he does different sizes. This size is more of the Gilded Tarot deck and less of the larger platform of the Dreams of Tarot deck. This one also is that smaller, a little bit smaller size, but it's wonderful for the hands. The good part about this deck is when you shuffle with this deck, it really shuffles well. The feeling of it has the gloss. I love the more matte finish usually, but this gloss really works. And again, the size is great for your hands. It shuffles. Some of them, but again, the usual other tarot decks are a bit larger, like this one. And so if you have larger hands, this is just as equally good. For me, it works well. But if you have smaller hands, then you're going to like this deck, okay? Because again, it's that smaller size, easy to shuffle. Now, as a tarot reader, we don't shuffle like, we don't do that. That does not work well for the cards, and that's just not what we do. This is how we shuffle. So look at this. Look how it flows. It's great. The other thing is, look at the images. Look at these images. They're wonderful. I mean, look at that. This is actually, it's interesting. That's actually the image of the cover of the box, right? But look at these images. You can see they're vibrant, but they're a little bit dark. They're very futuristic. I love the sternness and severeness of some of these energies, and they need to be severe because again what they represent. Check that out. Now this card stock is again about 300 GPM. You're going to like the feeling, you're going to like the way it reads, you're going to like the energy. The good part is once you take a deck and once you have a deck in your hands and you're working with it, you infuse your energy into it, it fuses energy to you, and you own it. Now you may not like this deck once you get it, just merely because it may not resonate with you. It could resonate with you. Again, the good part about it is that not every deck resonates with everyone. So once you get it and you shuffle it, you're gonna again like the feeling of it. The back isn't much to scream about. It's not impressive to me. It's not impressive to see the back, but it doesn't matter. It's the front. And again, the front has a lot of energy. He puts a lot of energy in each. I mean, look at this. Look at this. This is wonderful. This is the Lover's card, and how impressive, right? So know that you're getting a quality deck from a quality vendor who puts out an amazing product. The booklet he sells in this larger set, again, this is a larger box instead of the smaller little pamphlet. This one comes with a pamphlet as well, but it's a very small pamphlet. I think you can get this in a smaller box as well. This is just the extended set, but I did get the extended set. This is 2009, so I don't know if it's even producing anymore. You may have to get these via a wholesaler or get them via like a half-price books or something like that. eBay, another one. But look at this. Look at this thick book. It's amazing. And the book again gives you insight on what he was thinking about, the characters that he created in each of those images. So know that again, it comes from his heart. It comes from his soul when he creates these decks. This deck you'll not be let down with when you use it. As you start to communicate with it, it does respond well. So know that you're getting a deck that really has a great energy around it. Know that, again, it's futuristic. So if you're not into futuristic decks, if that's not what you're drawn to, again, this may not be the deck for you. But if you're drawn to strong, powerful images, and those images help to evoke a wonderful read, a wonderful intuitive read, then this is the deck for you. Any of his decks, again, are wonderful that way. He really does a great product. This deck is going to cost you in the used market somewhere in the high 20s. It could go all the way up into the 40s, depending on what you get. There are, I'm sure it comes in a small situation like this, in a small box, where this will cost you somewhere in the high teens, low 20s, again on eBay or something. In the description of the video, I will give you more information on how to find it, maybe via Amazon or something. Again, I'll put that information in. 2009, again, a lot has changed in the world, but not a lot has changed in tarot. So the good part is the relevance to what you see is still there. This is a deck to pick up. It really is. If you're looking for a new deck, if you're looking for a new energy, if you're looking for a deck to give you confirmation, a confirmational deck, this is a good one. This again is a little darker. The energies are a little stronger, and if you're a new reader, this may not be the right deck for you, because again, this is a lot of power, a lot of energy, and it may overwhelm you and may take you into a space where you're not quite comfortable. So you may not want this if you're a new reader. But if you are a reader who's been around for at least 6 months, man, this is one. And if you're a reader who needs to amp up your energy, this is the deck for you, because again, Ciro puts so much energy in his decks. I think that this is a good versus bad situation, and when it comes to what your preferences are. But generally speaking, if you are somebody who reads and who loves to read with energy, this is a good deck for you. Again, Ciro Marchetti. It's the legacy of the Divine Tarot. And one more thing I forgot to mention. This freaked me out when I first opened the box. I almost forgot this. When I first opened the box, of course, again, this is the image you see, and you see the Divine Tarot, right? The legacy of Divine Tarot. Then the book you get is the gateway to the Divine Tarot. And you're like, wait a minute, what is it? And even the images are different. This is the book for this deck. It's just that he uses two different images. One is on the book, and one is actually the tarot itself. And so don't be surprised when you open it, you see this. It is the same. It's one and the same. They're not two different decks, okay? But that will freak you out, okay? I'm glad I remembered that as I was playing with this. So again, give a deck a try. I think you'll appreciate it. Give me some feedback. Let me know, should you use this deck? Let me know if you have the same feeling. I tell you, it's a good little deck. I like it. And there's times where, again, I need a boost of energy. I pick it up. But then again, remember, I always work with the Gilded Tarot deck, and when I use this, has enough energy for most of my readings. With that said, I'm going to let you go. Check out my next review and check out my readings there on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, etc. under SonoranMysticTarot.com. This is Don. Love, light, and blessings.